Roshan, the media host and presenter for Pitch TV. So today we have another episode of Tea Time Tuesday, and today we're interviewing Coby. He's from Floating Point, an aggregator platform trading for institutional clients. He has also co-founded his own local crypto and NFT community called Shill Team 6, essentially a space where everyone can share their ideas, thoughts, and knowledge within the space. Hi, Coby. Welcome to the show. Can you tell us more about what you do?
Hi, Roshan. So just a bit of what I'm doing, and what I'm doing now is actually I'm the principal trader of the Asian trading desk for Floating Point Group. So what I actually do essentially is overseeing the firm's digital asset order flows, and even handling some of the assets from our high net worth and institutional clients. As I ensure that there are various requirements and all are being adhered to.
What are the most popular digital assets that are traded currently? Can they be accessed in Singapore?
Yeah. Okay. So generally in the market, what we do see is that beyond the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the typical layer ones, for example, like Solana and the likes, pretty much everyone knows about those. There are actually interests in newer layer one projects such as like Near. I think that's one also, and also the other ones that we do see some flows into are what we call the middle layer protocols or middle layer projects. So these are stuff like Link, Arweave, and API tree. So to put it more sort of like a layman's term, these are the very projects and very protocols that power, for example, DeFi. Feeding prices. Like the decentralized storage protocols. Yeah, these are examples of it. And I'll say beyond, I think the typical crypto in the broader scope of digital assets, NFTs. Okay, so these are actually currently driving a new phase of mass adoption. That's what we see from last year on, and seeing a lot of interest across the board, not only among the retail, but some interest even among the high net worths. Yep, and all these assets, they can be accessed in Singapore via various regulated and decentralized platforms that, all of us will be
Awesome.
doing.
What are the new opportunities on the horizon?
New opportunities. All right. Some of the new opportunities on the horizon that we see include applications of digital assets within not only the context of trading and building new blockchain projects and protocols, but I would say more importantly among the areas that we, just all of us see every day to day, what we deal with and interact with on an everyday basis. This is also where NFTs may play a very vital role as digital ownership, becomes increasingly important in an era where verifiability is needed. So, what do I mean by that? It's kind of like, think of it 20 years ago. You do not have a photo quality printer, but now you have a photo quality printer, so you can essentially print out a certificate of sort, and with the naked eye, you may not exactly be able to discern what's real and what's not real. So that is where digital verifiability comes very important. And one other, I would say, the unique areas that some of these new opportunities may present themselves include music, finance. For example, if you've seen, I think last week, HSBC is now in Sandbox. So it's essentially a metaverse. All right. Gaming, I think gaming, pretty much a lot of us have seen the hype and, and all the interest in it going on also.
What is the scenario in terms of regulatory protection for investors, first in Singapore, around Asia, and globally?
Okay, regulatory protection, that's something that's very important, especially for a new class of assets such as crypto or even NFTs and all the likes of it all. This is still very much an evolving conversation throughout the world. So, for example, in the US, you do see there are two camps on it. One is, yes, we have to have a lot more investor protection and regulation protecting everyone. On the second camp, they're like, yes, we do agree, but innovation still has to be at its core. So it's kind of like a delicate balancing act between these two. But it's definitely good to see a number of governments globally, such as the UK. We see recently they're adopting a much more fluid approach. As the whole situation evolves and everything. Like coming back to home in Singapore, we are still one of the leading countries, together with, I think, in the region, together with Thailand, in terms of regulation and investor protection. I'll say some may even say that Singapore may be a little too stringent, in our approach. And what I do see down is that yes, we may be a little more stringent for that, but I think the important part is that We are taking step, one step at a time. This is a whole, it's like a whole new digital asset class. And secondly, what our focus is currently, what I see from MES's point of view is that we have geared more towards allowing institutionals and high net worths in its first phase. Yeah. So besides, not just, there's unleashing whole floodgates of allowing all retail and everything. So investor protection is still at our forefront. However, recent messaging from the government regarding taxation of NFTs, I think it's like just last week, as a main source of income, and that the regulators are not able to regulate every single activity, is pretty much a positive step towards greater acceptance of digital assets within Singapore.
How do you see the future of digital asset trading? Where do you see cryptocurrencies going from here?
All right, I'll say these past 2 years have been largely characterized by not only a big jump in retail adoption of digital asset trading, but also institutional adoption. So they're like what we do see, like major banks, major funds are pretty much into it. Digital asset trading will be increasingly and more accessible to the public, both retail and institutionals, but also with increased security and investor protection as a result of regulatory oversight. Going forward, I do see increasing and expanded use cases for the digital assets within the institutional space. I'll say some examples. They will definitely include applications within banking, trade finance, supply chain management, among many, many others that we do see.
The Monetary Authority of Singapore on Wednesday gave in principle approval to two more fintech firms to expand their cryptocurrency businesses here. What does it mean for Singapore going forward?
Well, that's positive news. So I feel that it is good to see that there's an increasing number of firms that are being given approvals by the MES, and definitely at a much faster rate, as how it all started, indicating that the Monetary Authority of Singapore has not only streamlined the stringent processes as required, but also recognized the importance of the cryptocurrency industry within the Singapore, and also, like the various major global players that's coming into Singapore, by encouraging both international and local firms. I see one of them is local, with the infrastructural and requirements to attain approval.
All right. Thanks, Coby. Let's talk again soon.
All right, thank you.